help you free it. Then we wait for TMZ to leak it. It ain't no secret, so be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it. CLIP-SE-LV. I can show you how to if you let me. I'm monogram like confetti. Ready. She leaning on Celine cause she ain't stepping in Giuseppe. Like each Pirelli. I got 8 of them, call me Andretti. If I'm not in the telly, then I'm twirling your like she in spaghetti. Heavy, circle back and come and get this. And your ears too, if you want 'em blue like belly. Lot of jetting, Prada bedding, 911s. I'm the who's who with what's what. Papa heaven, around and get trying to test me, cause that I'm with like the draw.
Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down, relax.
Yeah, you don't gotta be that.
As we bring you another NBA broadcast. And thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And, of course, Obi Toppin. This is first game in his new Dallas Mavericks uniform.
And as you were mentioning, I mean, that trade has this team buzzing. You can see it in the warm-up line, how loose and confident they look now with him on that roster.
Irving can't get it to go. Reeves outside to the middle. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, that's nice work right there. He sets the screen, and then Adebayo just finds that open space to be effective with the ball.
And you'd like to say these teams are playing well coming in. But that is certainly not the case.
Yeah, they are struggling. And tonight is a big-time opportunity. One of these teams is going to leave here with a much-needed win.
Wow, what a play! Unbelievable!
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. It's up a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Irving with the steal. Here's the 3. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Irving. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, he is such a crafty player. Irving sticks with his shot and manages to flush it while taking the hit.
Tim, pure basketball artistry. That's what Kyrie Irving embodied.
Well, Kevin, the combination of the ball handling, the finishing ability, impossible shot making. I'm not sure there's any player in the NBA who puts on a better show than Kyrie.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Good.
A dependable distributor. Irving is adept at seeing the floor and making the pass.
Giannis outside. Reeves outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Here's Toppin for 3. Sinks the triple. 7 points in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
On the wing, Reeves. Adebayo the screen. Reeves can't hit.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
No good there. Spurs trail by 6. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Irving for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got 8.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And here's Reeves outside.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
A minute 50 left here in the first quarter.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. He takes it in. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
To the paint. Plays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. There's Garland. To go with it. And the foul on Obi Toppin. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Reeves outside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Vassell wide open. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Beal can't get it to go. Mavericks leading by 8. A 3-ball. And Vassell is good for 3. Vassell's got 5 points so far.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Caruso. And so it's Dallas holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency.
So I always do good first quarter, then fuck out the rest of the game. Let's see what's going.
We'll see if that changes here in a second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks. Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Pass to Caruso. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Back to Sarr. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Vassell. Again, the Mavericks score.
And that high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
And talking to Con Knippel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined. You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. It's Beal at the elbow. Here's Caruso. Scoreless thus far. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Spurs making a change here. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. They can't stop the run with that one. Pass to Song. Here's Knueppel. Covered by Hield. Knueppel with it. Rebound by Smith. Giannis high post. And Sarr pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 16. Here's Vassell. It's hauled in by Giannis. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The call will be against VJ Edgecombe. That is his first foul of the game. Paul goes in, and Hayward with the block.
And they really haven't been able to get into any kind of an offensive flow this quarter.
Out left to the wing. Here's Sarr. Dallas again missing. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. It's a 16-point game. Inside. They double-team Beal. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Misses the three.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys, like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you. Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Kevin, back to you.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
Pass to Song. Now Fears. Guarded by Garland. Caruso with the steal. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
To the left wing. Three-pointer. Sarr gets the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
Garland attacking.
And going on the attack, Garland gets the defense on their heels and earns himself a trip to the line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
No good on that.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he's good on the second.
So good at getting his team involved. Garland has become a difference maker.
Pass to Thibault. Good D by Anunoby.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
And stolen by Thibault. Got it off in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field.
All right, one hand down. Looking good, baby. Looking good, baby. That's not B-no.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Spurs trailed by 14. From deep, Reeves. Wembanyama with the rebound. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Adebayo the screen. From deep, Reeves.
And I thought that was going to drop. Looked good from here.
Back to Irving. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Irving's got 10 points.
And that's a defensive miscue there. You can't let Irving get that kind of position inside.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
And he gets it to go.
Slow start here to the second half, just 1 for 5.
Outside Irving takes a three. Giannis grabs the miss.
It's just not his night from the three. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Here's Adebayo. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but threw the foul. It'll go to the line. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
Well, Bam Adebayo is an accomplished veteran. He's a proven winner who loves to compete. He's made multiple finals appearances, and he has a gold medal in that trophy case.
And, Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest levels. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
There's a screen by Toppin. Down low. And stolen by Anunoby. Antetokounmpo with the finish.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
And then Toppin with the jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. It's rebounded by Dallas. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Wembanyama. Tries it from the top of the key. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Back to Reeves. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from three. Only had that one in the first half.
Knocked loose. And here is Toppin. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Clock at 6. Looking to get it going. Yep, that one goes in there. 11 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. A different look now for San Antonio. Here's Paul. Nothing on the board. .139 left in the third. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now Edgecombe. And they get some nice contribution.
Oh, that was amazing! Oh, my goodness!
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on it. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Paul with the bucket.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
As he pulls it in.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
A drive by Paul. Here's Smith. And then Smith with the dunk.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And so it's Dallas. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Spears. Pass to Kneppel. A three-pointer, no good.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
Here's Caruso. That's good. And so Beal with the assist.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Vassell outside. It falls for his fifth field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
I'm not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
Offensive rebound. Reeves outside. Connects from three-point range.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
Out to Hayward. It's Vassell on the wing. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Vassell's got 5 points now in the quarter. Reeves outside. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Knipple. Rebound San Antonio.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Poke loose. Over to the wing. Shoots it. Caruso grabs the miss.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And Hayward with the block. Here's Knipple. Offensive rebound. Sarr with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Pass to Knipple. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The wide open look here for Fears. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Beal. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Beal's got it back down to single digits for the Spurs. Here's Fears.
You notice how decisive Fears' drive is. He's fully committed when going downhill.
Reeves fires. Hayward with the rebound. Dallas leading by 10. Here's Reeves. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Now, Adebayo. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Oh, my goodness. 2 loud points for Bam.
Now, Sarr. Jacks up a 3. Cleared away by Adebayo. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So both teams changing it up here. And Irving comes to help. Oh, the dunk!
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
It's tipped. Stolen by Reeves. .143 left in the fourth. Takes the 3. That one misses.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there. Should have tried for a higher percentage look from the 3.
There's no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Knocks it loose. In transition, here come the Spurs.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, if you want to seal the deal, that's the way to do it.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
Pictured it up high and down hard on the windmill flush. Reeves right side.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. San Antonio making a switch here. And he ends up missing both free throws. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here is Wembanyama. And he gets it to go.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're behind by 8. Reeves fires. No good from 3.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
.26 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Second personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Here's Reeves. Launches from deep. And so it's Dallas winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But
Certified stunner. Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner. Back when I was young and too brave, knew my arm was too short to box with guy, but through phase. Had to strategize, now I beat the block a few ways. Throw a punchline, jab, pop, weave. Up in the right hook, that's they can't evade. JD can punch me in from right here. Type of hit you can't stage. Punch me in again. Go left, I'm Southpaw train. Same in my corner, same in the ring. Go. Autograph my birth certificate. Told the doc submitted, that's life. Know the coast with it, going coast to coast with it, and we coasting. Most wanted on the mic. It's the immigrant, black and from the villages. I envisioned this from de la costa pacífica. Soy el general, certificado desde el día que llegamos. Yeah, certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner, talk nice. Certified stunner. Who among us is a certified stunner? Did enough to live twice, you a newcomer. I'm a certified stunner. Dustmen and fuss, one shame, shoot get scuffed. They act tough, trust none regardless. We are dumb. Slither in the cup, with the much snakes hidden in my garden. I see a fraud theme, crowns on a false king. Falls of the offspring, still chasing lost dreams. Whoa, let me console you, I come on you. Transforming sheep into buffalo soldiers. Used to play hide and seek, now I see where they hide. Try to desert us like we ain't want a piece of the pie. When it come to rules, I'm certified. When it come to walking with God, I'm certified. Every time I step
Good, nigga.
Hey, what's going on? It's your favorite old head, Uncle Jimmy, and you're watching NBA 2K.
Here we go. Welcome to NBA 2K TV and Season 2 of NBA 2K26.
This season is packed with new challenges, new rewards, a brand new soundtrack, and best of all, that beautiful, beautiful new park out there.
Plus, those leaderboards are wiped clean. They're reset and ready to add the next round of ballers to etch their names into 2K26. I have a question. Will it be you?
Only one way to find out, but first, let's tip off with everything that's new in my career.
Just sent another invite. Said B-Nod just sent another invite. Yeah. Go ahead, Joe. I'm gonna try to get me another dub. All right.
Season 2 of NBA 2K26 has arrived.
Play games at the all-new rooftop park all season long, City Heights. With a 25% rep bonus available in all park games, this is the place.
Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And, of course, Obi Toppin. This is first game in his new Dallas Mavericks uniform.
And as you were mentioning, I mean, that trade has this team buzzing. You can see it in the warm-up line, how loose and confident they look now with him on that roster.
Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
Pass to Wembanyama, and the shot goes in. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
And, Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
And a wide open look for Irving. Sinks the three-pointer.
That is just automatic. Irving is into his motion the second he has the basketball.
From deep, Reeves. And Irving pulls it down. Over Garland. The kick out to Irving. Out left to the wing. 5 on the clock. In the corner, it's Toppin. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. There's Garland. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I'll tell you, Garland's stronger than he looks.
Irving looking for an opening. Tipped away. Stolen by Garland. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Garland, so intelligent on the floor, the kind of player you want taking over in that pick and roll.
Antetokounmpo on the double team. Drains the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but face.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Here's Reeves. They depend on his scoring, and he always delivers, averaging a grand total of 31 points a game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. San Antonio leading. Pass to Anunoby. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
And they take the lead. He's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Toppin pulls it in. Here's Dallas. Dallas moving the ball around. Can't hit from the corner. Toppin with the steal. And Wembanyama left side. Pass to Irving. It's over Garland. No good with the wing jumper. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Reeves. Here he goes. He draws iron on the dunk. Here's Irving. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Inside, Adebayo. And the rejection by Wembanyama. There's Garland, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss. There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Adebayo the screen. Reeves gets the bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you. He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Anunoby has the open look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And stolen by Anunoby. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Dallas.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Here's Sarr. Takes it off the glass. Sarr's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Beal. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Spurs lead by 1.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leave out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Kevin?
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Now, here's Vassell. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Edgecombe. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Come on, just put the ball in the hole.
A wide open look here for Caruso. Connects from three-point range.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Vassell, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Outside, Beal. And the 3 off target. Here's Dallas. Here's Knipple. Now Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Anunoby in the corner. They get the rebound. Beal on the foul. Beal's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you don't see Beal on the offensive glass too often, but that time he had great positioning, so why not collect the miss and get 2 points for yourself?
And there's the foul. There going Alex Caruso. That'll be his second foul of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Vassell. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's Caruso. Kicks it out to Garland. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, sir?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure.
Unlike most young guards, Edgecombe would rather have it around the rim. Doesn't want to just chuck up Jays.
Back to Anunoby from downtown. And that one's good. Caruso. Caruso's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Spurs. Edgecombe with it. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. Driving to the basket. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
You want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
Outside Garland. Pass to Caruso. For the 3. Hayward grabs the board. The Mavericks leading. Vassell with it. Garland picks him up. Vassell, no good. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Misses from short range. And here's Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
A little extra on that one, didn't he? Nice play by the fellow.
Greg, I thought for a moment the defender was going to cut him down, but it didn't happen.
Wow.
There's Beal with the 3. Knebel with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 3. Shoots the 3. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Knebel. That shot off. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 3. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul surveying the floor. Allen for 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Allen's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Spurs. Pierce's shot is off. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Hayward grabs the board. Here's Fears. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Plays it up and banks it in. Fears has got his first points in this one.
You notice how decisive Fears' drive is. He's fully committed when going downhill.
Down low. Here's Vassell. Excellent D there from Williams. Allen with it. Defended by Knebel. Paul outside. It's good from long range. Paul's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Driving in. The shot's good. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Hands it from downtown. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter. And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
To the wing on the left. To the inside. Pocket 6. Paul with the steal. And stolen by Vassell. Pass to Salon. Here's Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Changes here for the Spurs. Spurs trailed by 4. Reeves right side. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Reeves has got 13.
Oh, great awareness from Garland. Kicking it out there for the triple, keeping his head on a swivel.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Lets it go from 14. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Over in the corner, Caruso. Adebayo down low. Pass to Reeves. 6 to shoot. From deep. Toppin pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Now, here is Irving. 9 points in the game so far. And stolen by Caruso. Out to the right wing. San Antonio again missing. Dallas leading by 3. And Tim, you look at some of the advanced metrics. Alex Caruso is one of the best defenders in the modern era.
Yeah, Kevin, that impact is rare for a guy who is 6'5", but he grew up on the court in College Station, Texas. Basketball is in his veins.
Now here's Caruso. 6 points for him. On the wing, Reed. For the tie, Mavericks with the rebound. And he drives in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And he comes up with the deuce. He's got 10.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Garland with it. And it's Toppin picking him up. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Wembanyama. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
Reeves can't hit.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Irving for three. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Caruso, a good look. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. The Mavericks on top as they wrap up the third quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Mavericks leading by 8. Here's Edgecombe. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And the Spurs with possession. Outside Beal. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. 8 points for Beal.
They're really confident in that middle area of the floor. Beal hunting those mid-range looks.
Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Yes, he is such a great dunker.
Craig, a high riser, no doubt about it. Beal. Mavericks with the rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Edgecombe, no good.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And so it's Dallas with it. They're leading by 8. Here's Knipple. Garland with the rebound.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
First team foul. Spurs substitution. Number 4, Bernard Reeves.
From deep, Reeves. That shot missing.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
With his sturdy frame, Knipple absorbs contact without letting it affect his timing. Good to have in the NBA.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. No good on the triple.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Oh, that's offensive interference. San Antonio making a switch here.
Number 34, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Spurs trail by 10. There goes Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I don't know that anyone covers as much ground in 1 or 2 strides as Giannis.
Edgecombe, no good. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down low, inside. Giannis drops it in.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's Salon. Now Edgecombe. There's the 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Kicks it out to Garland. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now defended by Sarr. It's Giannis pulling it down.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Spurs trail by 6. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Edgecombe with it. Clock at 4. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Both teams will make substitutions. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Caruso! And get the 3.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there. Should have tried for a higher percentage still from the 3.
Wembanyama deadly inside.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
He drills the 3.
When Kyrie attacks, he sees everything on the court. Pocket passes are available. Lobs right there. You see the kick out.
Garland. It misses. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Irving. No good from 3. Spurs trailed by 9. Now on to Kumbo. And he jams it in.
Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
All alone. There's the jumper. Nice one.
It took a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Garland with it. And it's Toppin picking him up. Outside, Caruso. 3. Good.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
.29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now Irving. Wembanyama fires. Missed on the 3. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Still a sliver of hope.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, they need a quick bucket and a foul.
Stolen away. Whoa! He flew in there. Wow! Oh, the slam dunk. And so we see a technical foul called here. They're going to get him for hanging too long on the rim.
And though I know he's having fun, it's unnecessary. Showing up the other team either here or down the road, that can give them some motivation against you.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust.
I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. She's in the building and she's feeling herself. She's looking bad, but I'm willing to help. Stop it, baby, you're yourself. come on, I got your back. We can chill in my Dell. I'm feeling myself too, man.